describes us in their open speeches, etc., as a declining power. Defaulting on the debt will only reinforce that thought and embolden China.
There is substantial risk to our reputation, Senator. Again, we are viewed as being a source of stability globally, and we always pay our debts. And there's just a number of things that we're working with allies and partners on that would come into question as to whether or not we'll be able to execute programs. But most important, this will affect the livelihood of our troops and our civilians. We won't be able to pay people like we should, and I think that's something that China and everybody else can exploit.
Right now, describes us in their open speeches, etc., as a declining power. Defaulting on the debt will only reinforce that thought and embolden China and increase risk to the United States. With respect to the general officers, there's about 650 that are on various lists throughout the services that are up for nomination confirmation. And they're all going to go replace someone, and they're going to be replaced, so it's 650 really times 3. So you're looking at 1,800, maybe almost 2,000 officers. Probably all of them, I don't know for sure, but probably most of them anyway are married. They probably have some kids. So you're probably looking at 3,000 to 4,000 lives that are directly impacted, in my view. So that'll have significant personal impact. Then from a readiness standpoint, these are flag officers, so they're in charge of very large, complex organizations. And this is unsettling for the institution, and it will have, over time, I think, a significant degradation in readiness, in capability, morale. I think the impact is pretty significant on that whole. And I understand I'm going to stay out of the whole issue of why it's being held, but I think holding up commissioned officers' confirmations on anything other than their own personal talent and skills further politicizes the military. And if the intent is to not politicize the military, I think it has the opposite effect. It drags the uniformed military right in the middle of a political argument.
We shouldn't even be having this situation, talking about this situation. As you know, I do an awful lot of foreign policy with my my stint as a senator for all those years and then as vice president. And I've traveled the world. I've met with over 88 heads of state so far. They all are looking at me. Are you guys serious? No, I'm serious. Because if we default on our debt, the whole world is in trouble.